Hi viewers, my name is Vikra from UCSI University. I'm a petroleum engineering student. The next 15 minutes of this video will be a brief introduction on how to use tNavigator. Two of my friends will be joining in this video as well.
Hello, I'm Vikneswari. I'm from UCSI. I'm doing petroleum engineering, and we are here to do tutorial on tNavigator for all the beginners. And this is a part of our assignment 3 for Reservoir Simulation subject.
Also, another friend will be joining us as well.
Hi guys, I'm Surendran. I'm as a petroleum engineering. What my friends mentioned just now that about the tNavigator video in 15 minutes. So enjoy.
Hello viewers, to launch our tNav software, you have to click this icon. So as you all see, it's taking some time to open the software. It depends on your computer speed. Mine is still taking some time. Once you open your software, you may see this home screen. It shows file, document, history, mention, designer, setting, and help options. Okay, tNavigator is a reservoir simulator developed by Flow Dynamics. It is a leading parallel dynamic reservoir simulator that efficiently utilizes all the computational resources. So yeah, when you click this file option, you may see open and open as. When you go to the open as, you may choose your option whether E100 or E300 or and so on. When you are done choosing your option, you may click OK. And you may open your file, you may load your file by choosing open option, or you may straight away click here and choose your file. And make sure that the file you're going to click to open in the software saved in the data form. So once you have clicked your choice, in my case it is not data, which is already pre-processed model, and opening that file. So you may see here in our status bar, the comments are in green color, which means there is no error and this file is good to go. And before proceeding with anything else, it's very important to click run your model by clicking this button. You can see it's loading from 1998 to 2007, which has been coded in our coding. That means we want to see the model from 1998 to 2007, and it depends on our model too. So this section is called as menu bar. You may drag this button if you want to go to specific year to see your model changes there. So this section here is called as Explorer panel, where there are so many parameters you may click, which will be explained later by my friends. And you may see this section here, which is showing our model, which is called as display model section. So yeah, when you go to the file here, you may see all the loaded files or the loaded input files here and the simulated results in this section. Other than that, you may click the document when you have made changes to your model or any adjustment to your model. You may reload your model to display the current change, and you may see here in this site there is a box here. When you click here, you can see your model's top side, bottom side, and so on, whichever direction you want to see your model from. And you may click Z to go to the original position. And here we have slicing. Slicing means you can slice your reservoir. You can see any layers that you want to see particularly, but this will be explained further by my friends.
This will be our slicing tab where we can choose. As you can see from here, we got 24 grid cells on our x direction, which you can count from here. This is our first cell on the x direction, and it goes until 23. You can check there. It's 24, 1 until 24. And on the y direction, we got another 25 grid cells, which is from here. It starts from 1, that is your x, y, and z. For y, you start from 1, and then it ends on your 25. So x, y, so 1 to 25. And we got 12 layers in our z direction. We got 12 layers in the z direction. You can see from here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There is only 11, but if you check here, we got until 1. It starts from 1, x, y, and z. Your z is 1, and it ends on 12. So we got 12 layers on our z direction. And slicing, when you do slicing, you can choose your specific model by uncheck all. If you uncheck all, you can see only you can only see the perforated elbows. And by clicking this, you can choose a specific model like X on the X direction. I'm choosing the 6, which is number 6th one. You can check like that. So when you click on the specific model, which is 611, as I choose 6 is my Z direction, you can check the values of oil, water, and gas produced. How much does it produce by clicking this? And this is our. Before that, let me check it all. Let me check it all. Let me go to the basic model again, and I can choose it with my set profile. Set profile usually works for when you do a specific model, and save that. You can save that specific profile to call it again when you want, rather than doing it again and again. So that is for the set profile. And this one, this distance between two blocks, you can do by clicking on two different grid cells to check its distance. Like you can do it horizontally, or you can do it vertically in order to check your distance. So once you check on your, once you click on this, you get your coordinates, respective coordinates on the top panel, and the bottom one on the bottom panel, and the distance over there, like how much distance. So this is your map statics, where you can see your summary, entries, RSM, the minimum and maximum value for specific grid cell, or for this reservoir model. And this function is to export the data, and this is to this is to take a screenshot of your model rather than using a snapping tool. So from here, you have a framework where you can actually see our framework of our reservoir model. When you click this, you can see your wellbores. In this case we use the horizontal well. So if you click that, you will be only able to see the overview of this reservoir model. And then you can see our reservoir well names, well status, and it will give you much difference. And on this slide, you can see our pressure of a model. Based on, you can compare your model with that pressure color that given over here. And same goes to saturation of oil. In this region, if you see, we have much oil over here compared to water, because when you compare this red color to this color here, you have an oil saturation of 0.8. You can also check this oil saturation by clicking on the specific grid cell. You can get an oil saturation of 0.8. So it varies varies along this reservoir model. So when you click on this region, you get an oil saturation of 0.7, and when you click here, you'll get a oil saturation of 0.4. The reason why our oil saturation in this region is quite less is because we have an aquifer in this specific region. This is our aquifer from the western direction. And you can check your saturation of oil. Saturation of oil is totally opposite of saturation of water is totally opposite to saturation of oil. So in this region, you will have a less saturation of water because earlier we saw that there is high saturation of oil over here. So the saturation of water will be less over here. In this case, our saturation of oil will be less, which is 0.0, but then our saturation of water will be at its peak. As I mentioned, our saturation of water is 1.0 in specific regions. Saturation of gas, we don't have gas on our reservoir model, so it shows 0. And the thing goes on as you can play around with this thing for bubble point, formation volume factor of water, you can check where oil, gas, it goes on. And for regions, you can check our PVT num, saturation number, rock number, and also we can use our fluid layer and fit for fluid in place layer. Is our layer, like how many layers do we have in our reservoir model? As I mentioned to you earlier, we have 12 layers, which starts from layer 1 until layer 12. And for fluid in num places, denotes like the portion of reservoir that we have divided. Like in this case, we have 4 portions. This is our region 1, region 2, region 3, and region 4. We have divided our reservoir into 4 regions. And you can check for your geometry constantly, all those things in this by clicking on this thing that is
so gone. So for rate, if you check rate, you can see each rate, like for wells, like each well you can explain about one by one the rate. If you scroll in on right hand side, you can see all the values for starting from 1998 until 2007. So they will pop up with everything A to Z. So you can see oil rate for history matching, and limit oil rate, water rate, history matching water rate, gas rate, and so on. Even you can search for Vikra layer, each layer producing how much the rate. They have like 12 layers if you check. Then they have Vietnam we have a 4 regions. So each region, if you click the icon, you can see 4 regions. So each region, how much the production, the rate, everything we can see here. Then after that, we can say total and resource analytic pressure. So if you check in pressure, we can assume that our reservoir pressure is declining because the reservoir pressure is declining. So even our production is still high, even our oil content in reservoir is high, but the pressure are low. So what we came out with, we go to secondary recovery. So means we inject water, either gas, to increase our reservoir pressure and prolong the reservoir life, to make more production. If still after maybe 20 years, even the secondary recovery, not the pressures are going down, so we came out with the tertiary recovery, means we go to EOR. Then after that, once we came out with EOR, maybe we can inject polymer, surfactant, alkaline, CO2 form, maybe steam, flooding, etc., etc. They have so much of EOR. Then after that, you can see flow between FIPS, run statics, photo flow, well profile. So this considers well 1 of profile, the depth of well. So we can see well 2, well 3, well 4, well 5. Then also you can use well section. So well section, how much, everything you can see here. Then you can click historical calculation. So based on historical calculation, how much the rate and everything you can see here. And even we can see the aquifer. So this is the main thing, because our reservoir, we have an aquifer on northern side, southern side. So from the direction, if my friends mentioned just now early one. So if you check the aquifer, what's the pressure and instant flux and accumulations in flux and pressure of the aquifer. Then after so on, we can go to graph template, second one, graph template. So graph template is mostly we created what we want. So we next time if we change anything, we can just import the file and we run it. So no need to create new to waste of time. So what we will do, we will be edit. I think no need to edit. So just make a star. So if example oil rate enter. No, sorry, rates. So we can choose what oil rate is chemicals and this one, and save in template 3 template. It's okay like we make oil rate in one graph. So save and go back, so we can see the oil rate here. So what you'll see, even we can make in 4 graph in one template. How you know? You can see the spanner here is made. So we make four box. They got 6, 9 box. So our main is 4 box. So I'll show you 4 box. So the 4 box you can see that the first one is oil rate. So what means we created template in it. So we make template. So the oil rate. So we want water rate estimator, then save. Then the second one will be gas. So gas rate, gas historical. Then the third, then save. Then the last one will be maybe bottom hole pressure. Bottom hole pressure and both. Then save. So maybe you can change the name to something that we are, as that means my name in short form. So save. Then you see you can pop up here VRS. So after that, if in case like if you are changing any file in here, for example the snug data. So if you want to change any parameters from here, maybe your production, your pressure, your well or depth, everything, you can see. For example, we can change your steam factor, what's the well set, the coordinate of well, everything. So if you change it, then you will save the file. To save the file, you will save as snug, for example snug mesh 2. So I make snug mesh 3 dot data data, and the save as type should be all 5. So then save. So when you calling time will be data file, or you can, if you save in same file, you can refresh here. If you refresh, the data will be recalculate and show this one. And one more thing I forgot to say, that VRS you can export. So if you export, for example, you export your file to this one, same thing, VRS GRT, then save. Okay lah, yes. So we replace. Once we done this one, so we can see, if for example we're gonna open different file data. So example, I have one more data to show that the snug mesh 3 just now that we did just now. So it's running. It should take time, so there are no error for this one. So you make a run. So while running, you can go to graph template. Okay, in here you can right click, import the templates. So you import the template. They have GRT, VRS GRT, means the template. So you call the templates and you click the templates twice. So you can pop up your 4 graph in one template. So you don't need to create each snug data every time. So one time you can use for long life the template. So you can see the rate, everything based on here. Even though we can check, and one more thing we can see what do you mean, like for example we have like water rate, oil rate based on here. If you check, they have all the rate, water rate, gas rate, and bottom hole pressure. So if you see bottom hole pressure, they only show in prod 1, prod 2. They won't show overall. So you need to click each well, just like production 1, production 2, production 3. So you can see the bottom hole pressure, how's the matching with historical and simulate data. And also we can say like that. So if for example, if you want to change something, for example, okay, you go file, you call the file, easiest way like just click file, then you have like snugmash notepad. So for example, you're gonna change or you want to shut in any wells, like example, you want to shut prod 1 and prod 2. So if you want shut prod 1, you just write shut, S-H-U-T, shut, then file save. So it's already saved. Then what you will do, you just click the green color to reload mode. So you will be recalculate again. Then you run back. If you see in the graph, you see the prod 1 is already shutting. So that's the basic of the tNavigator lah. If you know the shut-in, if you want to shut in this well, or you want to open or shut and converter based on the well. So far you understand. So this is the tNavigator that we did. So we can see default view. So that's all. If you want to recall back, same as file, snugmash2, open, shut in, change to open, then save the recall, no error. Then we just run the t-step. If you check, your prod 1 is a your prod 1 well is production oil now currently. So that's the tNavigator. Thank you.